Welcome to another Near update. So I have not made a video about Near in a very long time. I went ahead and I updated the wave count. Also keep in mind, if you want access to all of these charts, you can check out our memberships. For like $5 you can get access to all of our charts. We also update them daily, so if you're interested in that, check that out. And yeah, let's talk about Near now. I have updated the chart quite a lot, so I have changed my predictions, because I believe the old ones were a bit too bearish, especially considering the fact that the altcoin season that we will get in 2025 or at the end of 2024, if we started at the end of 2024, considering that it's gonna be one of the biggest altcoin seasons so far, it's not really fair to say that Near will only get like $40 in the cycle. I think it could go way higher than that. Now let's talk about the wave count first. So after getting this bear market low, which by the way is the bottom of this second wave. So as you can see, in the previous cycle we formed some kind of 5-wave move to the upside to form this first wave right here. And then we formed an ABC structure to form the second wave move down. After we bottom here, we went up in a 1-2 setup. Now this 1-2 setup is not really great because the first wave right here does not really seem to have 5 waves. This looks more like an ABC structure, to be honest. I mean, this is an A, B, C. I cannot really count 5 waves right here, so, it's not really the best first wave looking ever, but if you look at what happened in the previous cycle, I mean, maybe it's safe to say that this was also an ABC structure. Maybe this is not a 5-wave move to the upside, and if that's the case, it's still okay, but keep in mind, this could be bearish in the long term. But for now, we should be good. Now, let's go on the 4-hour chart, because I want to talk about what's happening right now. As you can see, I've also updated the support zone, and yeah, we reacted to the support zone multiple times. As you can see, we got to the 0.382 extension, which is actually very impressive considering the fact that most altcoins got to the 0.618 extension or even the 0.786 extension. Some of them even got below this extension, which is even more insane. So looking at Near protocol, this is holding up quite nicely actually. And this is actually very impressive. This is one of the only altcoins that actually only got to the 0.382 extension. So this is looking very, very good. Now, after we got this low right here in the second wave move down, we formed a 1-2 setup. The first wave right here is again only in 3 waves, which I don't really like, but most altcoins did this. And the second wave move down is also an ABC structure, and right now we are working on the third wave of this AB structure, or the 1-2 setup. And this third wave needs to have 5 waves, as always. And it looks like we already have the first 1-2 setup of these 5 waves. So right now we should start a third wave, and then a fourth and a fifth, and that will complete the third wave right there. This third wave should get to at least the 200% extension of the 1-2 setup, and that is at $10.96. Now, of course, it could overextend above that because, as you know, most altcoins got way above these extensions. Now, Near is not one of the coins that actually got a pump right now. If you look at other altcoins, for example, Cardano had a huge pump recently, and even Dogecoin, I believe, and some other altcoins as well. Even XRP, which is kind of weird. Near has not gone up that much yet, but I'm still expecting it to go up. At the end of the day, we still have not started an altcoin season, and I believe when we actually start the altcoin season, that's when Near will actually go insane. And also, don't complain, we only got to the 0.382 extension of the 1-2 setup, so this is obviously looking a lot better than the other altcoins. It's only a matter of time before it starts going up. Also, I forgot to mention, one of the gold members asked me to make this video, and if you did not know, if you are a gold member, you get a personal altcoin analysis each month, so if you are interested in that, check out the gold memberships. And yeah, thanks for becoming a gold member. I'm sorry I forgot to mention that. And let's continue with the wave count. So as you can see, I also have this on the chart right here. Now, what is this zone between $10.75 and $20.69? Well, this first extension right here is the 0.786 extension of the previous all-time high, and this is the 100% extension of that all-time high. Now, why do I have this on this chart? Well, because this will act as resistance. And once we get above $20, I will be able to confirm that 1. The third wave is happening, and 2. we are actually getting an altcoin season on the Near protocol chart. So yeah, that's why I have this on the chart. You can expect there to be a lot of resistance at the $10.75 region. So it should be difficult to get above this zone right here, but if it gets above that, then it should start going crazy. Now, I also want to talk about my long-term predictions, but before I do that, what are these 5 waves for? Well, these 5 waves will only complete a first wave of the main third wave move to the upside, and these 5 waves will also confirm that this second wave move down is actually in, and that we are actually heading in a third wave move. So after we get these waves, then of course we will need a second wave move down, which should be an ABC structure. Well, it should not be, it will be an ABC structure. And then what follows after that is the third wave of the third wave, which will be the most impulsive move of the cycle, because as you know, the third wave of the third wave is the most impulsive move ever. So, yeah. And what happens after that is still unclear to me. Maybe the fourth wave move down will be a bear market and the fifth wave move up will be the next bull market. Or maybe we will just complete these 5 waves in this cycle. It's really hard to say, to be honest. All I know is that we should at least get some kind of 5-wave move to the upside. Now keep in mind, we have this 1-2 setup on this chart, and this 5-wave move to the upside that I'm tracking right here will only be the first 5-wave move of the first wave of the main third wave of this 1-2 setup right here. And if this chart actually manages to survive the next bear markets, and yes, bear markets, not only one, multiple of them, then the third wave could theoretically put us at some insane numbers, but this is not guaranteed to happen, and like I said, these 5 waves will only complete the first wave of that main third wave move to the upside. Now, what are my bull market targets for this cycle? Well, as you can see, I have this extension right here. This is the 200% extension of the 1-2 setup that we started after we got the bear market low. And yeah, that's where I believe the third wave will top. Now, of course, there is going to be resistance at the 1.618 extension, which is at $35. But once we get above that, I think it will pretty much be safe to assume that we will get to about $83 at least in this cycle. Now, of course, if we get a 4 and a 5, we could get to like maybe $80 to $100 in the cycle, but don't get your hopes too high. Because at the end of the day, Near protocol already has a market cap of about $7.6 billion, which may not sound like a lot, but if we go to like $100, it's obviously gonna turn into a market cap of like 70 billion, and we don't really know if Near will be able to do that. Let's actually check out how much the market cap went up in the previous cycle. As you can see in the previous cycle, we went to a market cap of about $12 billion. So if you look at the market cap chart and then you change to the price chart, as you can see, there has been some inflation. So the market cap is going up, but the price is not really going up. So the market cap chart is going up, but the price chart is not going up. And this is because of inflation. As you can see, the circulating supply is currently the total supply. So this is good. There's not going to be any new inflation coming, which is great. But yeah, this is why the market cap looks different when you compare it to the price chart. Now, why am I telling you this? Well, now that Near protocol has the total supply in circulation, there is potential for this coin to go up like 10x in the cycle, maybe even more, maybe like 15x, which would put it at like $100. So $100 is realistic, but you have to keep in mind that if we want to do that, we should start doing it soon. Now, there's something different about the Near chart. As you can see, Near actually topped in January of 2022, and this is actually very, very weird considering the fact that most altcoins actually topped right here in this region, which is November of 2021. But Near actually topped in January, so maybe Near is a late performer and that's why it's not going up as much as the other altcoins right now. I don't really get this, to be honest. These pumps are kind of weird looking to me. Altcoins do not really go up during a bear market, but Near did, so this is different, obviously. So there's a chance that Near just does not get to all-time highs when the altcoins do. There's a chance that Near just goes to new all-time highs during the bear market. So if we don't get new all-time highs in like, let's say the next 8 months or so, then yeah, Near will just be a late performer. Well, as long as we actually hold this 1-2 setup. But of course, that's a bearish scenario. I still think Near will do quite well in the cycle. And I would not be surprised to see it at like $80 or so. So yeah, Thank you for becoming a gold member, and thank you for suggesting me this coin. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, check out the memberships if you are not a member already. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.